Building blocks takes a different approach to teaching beat making and composition. It's highly interactive, very ear focused, and it takes place in a DAW environment. So you're essentially learning by doing. Let's take a look at a lesson. Each lesson consists of a video demonstration, which you see right now, and an interactive challenge. Here in the video demonstration, I go over whatever subject this lesson is covering. This is the very first lesson. We talk about drum, setting up our core kick, snare, and hi-hat drum groove. After you watch the video, you hop over to the challenge. And this is where we get into our DAW environment. So it starts by playing a hidden song. This is something you can hear, but you can't see it. Your job is to listen to it in the hidden side. Hop over to the visible side and recreate it. So I heard constant hi-hats. So I'm going to paint some hi-hats across. Listen again. Okay. Snares sound like they're on 2 and 4. Let's see. Kick. Bah, boom, boom, bah. Boom. Okay, great. Now, let's say I think this is it. This is correct. I think I've matched it exactly. I actually know that I haven't. I've purposely put in a couple wrong ones so you can see what happens. Let's submit it. Okay, so all the correct notes turn green, incorrect ones turn red, and missing ones are an empty white box. So I can fix it. Hear the difference. These interactive challenges are what makes building blocks uniquely effective and separates us from the rest. They put actual experience around everything you learn, so it starts to become intuitive, and more importantly, trains your ear so that you can start making what you hear and feel. Now these lessons will build up track by track until you're recreating all 4: drums, bass, chords, and melody. And each individual track is going to get more and more complex and interesting. Now, along with these recreate lessons, there's also going to be create lessons in which you just compose, write your own tracks. So, for example, we might tell you to write a drum pattern, but include a specific element like velocity. Or maybe we'll give you a drum pattern and ask you to write a bass that goes along with it. Again, building up until you're writing all 4 tracks: drums, bass, chords, and melody. And you can go into our studio, which is outside of the lessons, and just create freely like you would in a DAW. And there are more options here, like the ability to set the sound of each individual track. Finally, the last type of lesson we have is a quiz, which is just a multiple choice quiz to help solidify your memory. Now, all these lessons are laid out in a course map. You start from the very first lesson, and we take you through the course lesson by lesson, so you don't have to think about what lesson to do next. However, if you prefer, you can switch over to this custom view where you'll see all the lessons in a list, and you can jump around and launch whatever lesson you want in any order. Regardless of which approach you choose, the very first lesson starts from the very beginning and no prior experience is required. And if you do have prior experience, yes, some of the subjects that we cover you may already understand and know. However, you'd be surprised about the ear training. You may really understand a concept, yet when it's time to recognize it by ear or recreate music that's using that concept, you may not be able to do it. So it's a great challenge for your ear and worth trying even if you know some of the subjects already. But of course, the best way to find out if building blocks is right for you is to try it yourself. So if you're not already here, head on over to audiblegenius.com to begin.